Hello guys, welcome and welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Lois. For those of you who are new to the channel, we are all about urban farming, but every now and then we venture into other things. Yes, I am back in Kampala and I'm very excited. My garden suffered a little bit from my absence, but I have already started the maintenance work and planting and transplanting and doing all that is required of me as an urban farmer. Like I said, our gardens normally require our presence a lot. There's a huge difference it makes when you're there doing it yourself or with the help of other people, but in your presence, right? So when I came back, one of the things that I noticed was the vegetables were gone. Yeah, I still have lots of things in the garden, the flowers, the herbs, and everything else. But one of the things that I always, I'm very strict about, that should be present is, all the vegetables, yeah, like mustard greens, the tomatoes, the skuma wiki, the cabbages, etc. And yeah, my boy, I forgot to replace those that he consumed. Yeah, it is very important that when you eat from your garden, you constantly replace them, plant new ones. When these ones are maturing, you have the other ones that are coming up. That is very important in keeping our gardens evergreen and having a productive garden throughout the year. So yeah, I am going to take you through my garden, the before, and also show you the work that I've done already. Uh, the genus required harvesting, uh, a lot required pruning, weeding, etc., etc. So I am just going to take you through the update of the gardens as well as the work that I already did. Yes, it's been now 2 days or so since I returned, and I've been really fatigued. Yes, I am so fatigued. I'm trying my best to rest, but the other thing about being a passionate urban farmer is when you look at things going on in your garden, the fatigue disappears and you want to do this and you want to do that, or you go to do something like just a simple something and you end up doing a lot of work. So since I came back, I have been eyeing my garden and I'm like, no, I have to do this, I have to do that, I have to do. It is normal when you have a passion for something, and I'm very happy. When I first returned, I noticed that the black-eyed peas needed harvesting. They were doing quite well and twined around the banana and the flowers, etc. But that's not a problem. This male purple tree was also doing very well. Besides, of course, the passion fruits and those ornamental plants around. What was not doing well was the tomatoes and the eggplants as well as the cabbages. Yes. Yeah, it was definitely neglected. They were not doing very well, and I had to immediately start with pruning, etc, etc, just to make sure that the plants were saved. Yeah, but that is how they looked. Yeah, that is why I keep stressing, guys, let us be more present in our gardens. The mustard greens had matured to seed, and I was quite happy to at least have seeds. And this passion fruit had entwined around the guava, so that also needed pruning. And the bananas were doing quite well, these ones. Of course, the flowers were doing relatively well, as usual. Yes, most of the things that come to seed, the pomegranate was doing quite well as well, but the groundnuts needed immediate harvesting. This I needed to do by myself to ensure that they were actually mature and done right, and that's why it had to wait for me. Yeah, these are flower trellis. It's beautiful, and it's just so heartwarming looking at them. Of course, the marigold had gotten old and needed picking as well. Other flowers were doing well. The herbs, the rosemary and lavender, etc. were doing well. Uh, Also, the turmeric needed some harvesting. So there were lots of things that needed harvesting, and I was also very happy with the lettuce because it had given me lots and lots of seeds. This marigold was doing very well. Look at the lettuce seeds. So I am very happy that I at least have seeds. These don't take long to germinate. There were also sukuma wiki, cabbages, etc., but they needed some maintenance work. The cassava was doing well, and things like the what is this? The coriander. Yes, the coriander also needed harvesting. So we have some seeds now. That also sprouts very fast, and I'm not worried about replacing them immediately. So generally, the garden needed so much work: harvesting, pruning, general maintenance, including, of course, the corn. It didn't do very well due to poor maintenance. So yeah, I started by checking out the groundnuts and of course starting to uproot them immediately because those ones needed to go. And the thing is, being an urban farmer, you need your space. In this particular garden, I needed it to plant other things like corn, and I'd already soaked a few that my sister Sarah had given me because I didn't really want to go to the shop anymore. And whenever we have seeds, we often share anyway if she has in excess. Even when she doesn't really have, she gives me. That's how we are. The G-nuts had over matured. Some of them were rotten, but there were still some good ones. So I needed to uproot them and also uh, dig, just dig them out because some of them remained in. As I was doing that, of course, I had to be doing other things like pruning the skumariki, this and that, other flowers as well. So it was not just one work, like one particular work. I had to do a lot more than just uprooting the groundnuts. We had quite, yeah, it was relatively okay. The size that we harvested, it was okay, right? At least it was worth it. We have the seeds that we can dry and put back there. This is a particular type that I brought from Soroti. My dad had it. It's a red big one. I don't know the name, but yeah, they're just a variety of groundnuts in Teso. I can't keep up with the names, guys. Yeah. So this particular one is very nice when you roast it with salt. It's the red one, but bigger ones. Yeah. And my dad had gotten it from my grandmother, just a cup, and they ended up with like a sack eventually. So I also got like a cup from them and planted just a half because it was so nice. I had to eat some. Right. Anyway, we still have seeds for the next season. I'm going to dry some. Of course, I often enjoy giving my nieces and nephew to eat them. But of course, I'm going to save also some for the next planting. So the harvest was relatively good, and this is the type of groundnuts it is. Yeah. In the other garden, the lantana had covered a wide range of area, and being an urban farmer, you need as much space as possible. The skumawiki was eaten by pests. The bok choy was not doing well at all. The flowers had overgrown, wasn't trimmed whatsoever. Even the beans had matured. Yeah, so just a mix of things. Of course, the lettuce had given us more seeds, including the mustard greens. Look at my hands. Guys, when you're a farmer, you just have to surrender. Sometimes you just have to let your hands get dirty. That's why I love keeping my nails short and clean. Yes, so the pumpkin was right there, Moskuma wiki. Yeah, everything was just a mix. The basil, yeah, it was a mess. Even the tomatoes were there, but everything needed pruning, weeding, etc, etc. Yeah, so when I saw these, I just had to do something. I just don't like seeing my plants suffering. The good side is the pepper was doing very well and needed harvesting too. But yeah, I need to chop this basil immediately because once they start seeding and whatever, they start drying out. But yeah, everything was just messed up. For me, it's not just about having the ornamental plants, it is also having food. Yeah, beauty, everything else, yeah, have to be in place. So as much as we enjoy beauty, etc., etc., we need also to have constant food, which is something Brian is still learning. But this is how it looked after we trimmed the other side. As Brian was helping me remove the containers from the other garden, I was already panting and just seated on the chair, just taking a break because I had lots of work to do. I had already done so much, and the sun was very hot. This was the next day. So it took us 2 days to clear the front yard, yeah, at least to see some change. So even in this garden, I was doing harvesting, pruning, weeding, planting all at the same time. And of course, yes, I was sweating like I was in a sauna. And I remember Brian coming to me a couple of times telling me, oh, rest. But I'm like, okay, when I wait up to evening, I won't be able to finish this work. So I needed to do it, whatever, however hot the sun was, yeah. So we managed to do this harvest, got some beans, and yeah, basil as well. I had to sit down for this because I need to remove the leaves for drying and cut these stems for planting. Yes, you don't have to throw away your stems, your basil stems. You can use them for propagation. So you benefit twice. You pick the leaves and also use the stems. Yeah, I had planted a variety of beans and just to multiply. You know, when you buy beans and you see a particular type that is really interesting among those you've bought, you just select and plant, and then you can multiply from there. Of course, I had also pepper, and yeah, it was quite satisfying just to have this harvest. Well, the back garden was better. Uh, we had lots of chayote that was still waiting harvesting. Brian had done already some much harvest to feed the rabbits and also cut a few almost for the chicken. Yes, I just learned that you can chop this up and mix with your feeds. Yeah, and I'm very excited. These were my twins. The chayote, the Indian spinach, as well as the beans were doing relatively okay. And the chickens were also very good and healthy, except for one that was badly beaten. It has now, I don't know how to call that. So we had to separate it. I don't know why the rest of them don't really like it. We'll figure that out later on. But yes, we pick the chayote every day to feed the rabbits as well as the chickens. So the back garden is very bushy. Everything is just so lush. The marigold, the flowers, African sweet basil, the mulberries, the garden eggs, the pepper, this local pepper, the very hot, yes, the cassava, and everything was just, a mix right there, just bushy. I haven't even tackled this garden yet. I'm just enjoying the bush, but I need to to plant more Chinese cabbage, more mustard greens, and more and more and more. But the pigeon peas are doing very well. Yes, I need to do some harvesting here as well. Yeah, basically, the back garden was not so bad, except, of course, for the absence of the Chinese cow. They're still under there, but they need the sun for them to thrive. So the papaya, the malakwang are doing very well. Yeah, I do not have so much complaint for this garden. I think it's bushy and it is okay. Except of course for the work that I told you do still needs a lot of trimming, lots of pruning, weeding, planting, etc. But I don't need to rush. I just need to take it one day at a time because there's so many things here. You can see the okra, we have the pumpkin, those flat pumpkins. So there are lots of things that are present in this garden that do not, does not need rushing to do. So the Indian spinach is right there, the amaranth, bananas, yeah, that is why I need to take my time. So the birds have been eating these papaya, and the pumpkin has created a very beautiful shade. All of these it's just beautiful. So I will take each day at a time for this particular garden because I don't need to rush. We have seedlings underneath there, yeah, and others are still sprouting. So that's why I need to take it day by day. If you haven't subscribed yet, please make sure to do so, especially if this is the kind of content that interests you. We appreciate you all for being with us, and I look forward to creating more and more content for you guys as far as urban farming is concerned. Remember, we are all about urban farming, but every now and then we venture into other things. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys in the next video. Until then, bye bye.